Very good morning, students. See, in the last class we discussed about a related to stationary wave and standing wave. That question is very important for IPE, and as well as we finished one example problem also. Now let us will go to the next topic. That is some important statements are there that we should remember, because I'll tell you one thing. In this case, related to sound, I think everyone know about a sound. The sound is nothing but it is a mechanical in medium. So what is mean by mechanical? Already I told you in the previous class. Already we discussed about a mechanical and non-mechanical. Mechanical in the sense is, see, the wave which require a medium we can call as a mechanical. That's what a sound is, require a medium to propagate the energy and momentum, or to propagate the sound from one place to another place. That's what we can call sound is require a medium. So sound is a mechanical in nature. Whereas the light waves, see, for them it is not require any medium. Already I finished this all, but once again I am repeat you. So that here sound is in general speed of the sound, already previously we discussed, speed of the sound is equal to 330 or 340 meter per second, right? This is also very important. And here in general there is a sound frequency, the range of frequency which we can hear. Our human ear can receive the sound frequency. The frequency of sound is, it is between 20 hertz to 20k hertz. See, the sound can only receive, the human ear can receive the 20 hertz to 20k hertz, or 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. See, this is can only human ear can receive. This is we can call as an audioable sound. We can call as an audioable sound. Sir, if it is less than 20 and if it is greater than 20,000, so we cannot receive. Everyone remember, if less than 20, that we can say the frequency is less than 20, that sound cannot be received by the human ear. Less than 20, you say less than 20 hertz, which we cannot receive. This we can call infrasonic sound. This we cannot receive. Suppose if I mean to say greater than, it is less than 20, no? Less than 20 hertz, this sounds cannot be received by the human ear. This we can call infrasonic. If greater than 20,000 hertz, that you say greater than 20,000 hertz, also we cannot receive. This we can call ultrasonic sounds. And these sounds can be received by the animals, like bats can receive, like snakes can receive, and like buffaloes, and etc. You remember, less than 20 hertz and greater than 20,000 hertz, which we cannot receive the human ear, but the human ear can receive the sound of frequency between 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz only. And here less than 20 hertz as well as greater than 20,000 hertz, which we cannot receive. The sounds which we can call less than 20 hertz infrasonic, and greater than 20,000 hertz we can call ultrasonic. This can be received by the bats, like you say snakes, and etc. The animal can receive. That's what it is very important, right? So let us actually in this sound in this sound, you remember, in general we'll go for the musical instruments. So the musical instrument is produces different sounds. Suppose you take a veena, or you take other musical instrument, any musical drums, that can produces the different frequencies. So sometimes it may get the higher frequencies, sometimes we may get the lower frequencies. That's what we can call, that is every musical sound consists of a number of components. Every musical sound is consists of a number of components with different frequencies, that we can call as a tone it is. See, there are other important definitions are there that I'll tell you. Tone, first one we can go for tone. See, these are the important statements. Tone. Sir, what is mean by tone? Tone is nothing but Every musical instrument or every musical sounds or in that sounds that produces with a different frequencies. It is consist of a different component of frequencies, because sometimes we may get a high, sometimes we get a low, sometimes we get a medium, like that we have different components. So that is consist of that is we can call as a tone. Tone is nothing but every musical sound is consist of different frequencies or different component of frequencies, which we can call as the tone. This is the first statement, and we'll go for the second. See that we have fundamental frequency. Okay, the fundamental is nothing but the frequency of these note is called. See the note which is the first note, we can call as the fundamental frequency, which is the first note that we can call as the frequency, that is we can also call fundamental frequency. Fundamental frequency, that we can also say fundamental is nothing but a lowest tone, lowest frequency of tone, we can say like this, lowest frequency of tone, which we can call as the fundamental frequency, which is the first one. Lowest in the sense is which is the first one in the sound or first one in the given a wave. In the wave, the first frequency or the lowest frequency, which we can call as the fundamental frequency. So this is very important. And coming to the next one, harmonic. Sir, what is harmonic? You remember, harmonic is nothing but that is we can say the frequency which are integral multiples, the frequency which are integral multiple of fundamental frequency. See, fundamental is nothing but a lowest frequency. Suppose you give as the lowest frequency as n, which is the fundamental. The lowest frequency of a tone in a wave or in a sound or in other waves, so that we can call as the fundamental. So what is harmonic? Harmonic is nothing but the integral multiple of fundamental frequency. The integral multiple. So suppose I want to say n1 is equal to 2n. Yes, this we can call as what it is. We can call as what it is, harmonic. Or we can also take like this, n comma 2n comma 3n comma 4n comma 5n comma. It is the integral multiples of fundamental, because it is 1 into n. No? So that fundamental we can also call harmonic. Fundamental frequency, which we can also call as a harmonic. Harmonic is nothing but a integral multiple of fundamental frequencies. That must be multiple of fundamental frequency, which we can call as the harmonic. Harmonic in the sense is like this. Let I want to say another one, overtone. Sir, what is overtone? Overtone in the sense is, see, you leave the first one, fundamental, you leave fundamental and higher frequencies. You say the note, I mean to say overtone is nothing but the frequencies which are higher than fundamentals. The frequency which are higher than fundamental, because it is a fundamental, or we can also call harmonic. See, harmonic is nothing but integral multiples. Overtone is nothing but which are higher than fundamentals. That means here you leave the fundamental and remain all are overtones. That's what we can say. Overtone is nothing but it is the 2n, 3n, 4n, so on. Not from the fundamental, because which are the I mean to say higher than fundamental frequencies. Overtone is nothing but a higher than fundamental frequency, 2n, 3n, 4n, 5n and so on. You leave fundamental, because fundamental is related to harmonic. Harmonic is nothing but a integral multiple of fundamental frequency. Overtone is nothing but that we can say higher than the fundamental frequencies. That's what here it is. You remember, note fundamental frequency, and next one is a harmonic, and next one is overtone. This is the useful definitions in our second year in waves, because in upcoming it is very important, right? And there are other one is also is there, that is about a resonance. Sir, what is mean by resonance? Resonance is nothing but suppose I'll tell you, if you take a one tuning fork. See, actually in practicals we will show you that tuning fork. Suppose the tuning fork frequency will be You take one example. I am telling about a resonance example I am giving. For that tuning fork will be like this. See, for this frequency you say 256 Hz. It is a natural frequency. For this fork, suppose you vibrate this, vibrated, that we can call as the, when it is used with a like a rubber hammer, therefore that is to be vibrated with its more than the its frequency. Okay, that we can call forced vibration. Forced vibration, because it is vibrated with the help of a rubber hammer, no, so that it is vibrated more than its fundamental or more than its original frequency. That original in the sense is fundamental, we can say. And you leave some time, therefore the body attains to its original frequency, that we can call the original frequency fundamental, and it is vibrated, no, then vibrated. The tuning fork you keep or you kept anywhere, suppose you kept on the bench, therefore bench also vibrated with equal frequency of this tuning fork. Both the bodies are vibrated with equal frequency, because it is vibrated, that we can call forced vibration. Then you leave some time, therefore the tuning fork attains its original frequency, that we can call natural frequency. Then after that, the tuning fork is placed on the body, any body, therefore the body also vibrated with equal frequency of tuning fork. That mean here the body and the tuning forks are in the same frequency. When the attains the same frequency, which we can call as the resonance, which is very, very important statement here, resonance. Resonance is nothing but both the bodies are vibrated with equal frequencies. When they attain the same frequency, then we can call as the resonance. So this is definitions related for the next classes. Okay, you remember tone, fundamental frequency, harmonic and overtone and resonance. Of course, resonance we will show in the practicals also, in practical manner. You don't worry, right? Let us. Coming to the point. Here, in this, let you take the next one is after that statements. Everyone remember these statements. One harmonic is important, as well as fundamental, as well as we can say next one is overtone. These are the statements which are very, very important, right? Let us actually, I will tell you one. In case of a transverse mode, right? Transverse mode of vibrations in string. Transverse mode we can also call mode or loop. So now we have to get the fundamental frequency, like harmonics, like overtone. Let us, I will tell you, you take a one string which is fixed between the 2 points A and B, and it is vibrated. Therefore, when it is vibrated, therefore the wave which will be propagated like this. This is the incident wave, and the wave which returns like this. This is the reflected wave. This we can call as the stationary wave. So this is the incident and it is reflected to be like this, and it reaches to the same origin. Now in this, actually when a string is vibrated, therefore in that string will get the number of loops, number of modes. This is the one mode, second mode, third mode, fourth mode. We may get number of mode of vibrations. That's what transverse mode of vibration in a string. When vibrated, we may get the number of waves. So we have to find the fundamental and as well as harmonics as well as overtone. I'll tell you here the length of the string is, you say L, and it is alternatively formed, say node and antinode, right? Node and antinode, node, antinode, node, antinode, like this. Let us go for the first mode. I want to say about a first mode of vibration, or you say loop, first loop, or we can also say fundamental frequency, because the first one I am telling you, lowest frequency, that we can call fundamental, or the lowest tone is nothing but a fundamental frequency, or which we can also call first harmonic. Harmonic. Sir, why first harmonic? Because the fundamentals are nothing but a, or we can say fundamental frequencies are nothing but a first harmonic. Because the harmonic is nothing but integral multiples, no? Integral multiple of a fundamental frequency. So you take a first mode I am taking now. See, only one mode. You take only one mode which is to be like this. Or we can call fundamental it is. Fundamental. Here it is a node and it is also forms a node. Therefore, the distance between the node and node is equal to lambda by 2. The distance between the node and node is lambda by 2. Now, here we have to get a, first of all from this, lambda is equal to, it is becomes 2L. This is expression 1. But we know in case of a string, there is a transverse speed is, it is V is equal to root T by mu, and it is equation 2. But we know V is equal to n lambda, equation 3. This is all we know. Now you write here is n is nothing but a fundamental, lambda we know, that is V is equal to n into 2L, right? This is the equation 4. Now from 4 and 2. Look at, just you substitute here n into 2L is equal to root over T by mu. Therefore, n is equal to 1 by 2L root over T by mu. This is the, we can call as the fundamental frequency in a first mode, lowest frequency. That's what, tone is nothing but a lowest frequency, which is the lowest frequency which we can call as the fundamental. Or fundamental, or we can also call it is the first harmonic. Here you write here conclusion, you say fundamental frequency or it is first harmonic, right? For one loop. Sir, is it string is vibrated with one mode? No. You go for a second mode. Second mode, right? This is second mode, or we can say second loop, or we can say second harmonic. Because fundamental is over, no? Second harmonic we can also call overtone, because higher than the fundamental frequency. Higher than the fundamental frequency, which we can call as what? It is overtone. So that here you write a overtone. For this you take second mode like this, two modes. This is like this. So length L is equal to, it is lambda by 2 plus lambda by 2. So that you write it 2 lambda by 2. Say don't cancel 2. Because in the substitution it is LPU. So that from this lambda is equal to 2L by 2, equation 1. And go for these two equations, V is equal to root over T by mu as well as V is equal to n lambda. So this you substitute here lambda value, then V is equal to n into 2L by 2. You say this is the equation, some 3. This is you say 2, right? Okay, now from 2 and 3, from 2 and 3, 2 and 3, you write here n into 2L by 2 is equal to root over T by mu. Then n is equal to, that is, you say supposed to say it is n1, because we are finding the next, no? N is the fundamental, therefore you say n1 is the second harmonic or overtone. So cross multiply this 2 by 2L into root over T by mu. Once look at in this expression, we can also write like this, n1 is equal to 2 into 1 by 2L into root over T by mu, right? See 1 by 2L into root over T by mu is nothing but a fundamental, no? Then we can say n1 is equal to 2 into n. That's what we can call, it is a second harmonic, second, or we can say first overtone. Why first overtone? Because it is higher than fundamental. Is it higher than fundamental or not? Because fundamental is n is equal to 1 by 2L into root over T by mu. And what about the second mode or second harmonic? That is n1 is equal to 2n. n1 is equal to 2n is nothing but it is a more than the fundamental frequency. So that we can call first overtone, because it is higher than the fundamental frequency. Suppose you go for the next mode. I will show you the third mode in the same way, because after the third mode we can conclude it. See, let you take a 3 modes here is given. This is a third mode, you say. This you write here 3 modes, right? 3 mode of vibrations, right? So 3 modes, no? Then you say L. That L is equal to what happens? Lambda by 2 plus lambda by 2 plus you say lambda by 2. Therefore, it is 3 lambda by 2. Now here lambda is equal to 2L by 3. V is equal to root over T by mu. Then V is equal to N2 lambda. Because N1 is over, no? N1 is over, no? That is a second harmonic or first overtone. Let us will move to the next one, that is you write here. Here you write here first. Then after that this lambda you substitute. Therefore, we may get N2 lambda is equal to root over T by mu. Very simple. This we substitute here. Now lambda we have. That is we can say 2L by 3 is equal to root over T by mu. Then N2 is equal to 3 by 2L into root over T by mu. Therefore, N2 is equal to 3 into 1 by 2L into root over T by mu. Then 1 by 2L into root over T by mu is nothing but a fundamental. So, which is equal to N2 is equal to 3 into N. Like that we can take, see, for fundamental first mode, that is N is equal to 1 by 2L, which we can call fundamental frequency or first harmonic. If 2 mode of vibrations, then which we can call as second harmonic or first overtone. If third mode, 3 modes are there in a string, then we can call as the third harmonic or second overtone. Like you go for the fourth, then we'll get the N3 is equal to 4N, and you go for the fifth harmonic, N4 is equal to 5N. Like that it is so on. Therefore, the ratio of frequencies, we can say like this. The ratio of frequencies for the mode of vibrations, we have the ratio of the frequencies or harmonics. Ratio of the harmonics will be, see, N is to, N1 is to, N2 is to, N3 is to, so on is equal to 1 is to, 2 is to, 3 is to, 4 is to, so 5 is to, so on. It is harmonic. You say it is a harmonic. What about overtone ratio? See, overtone is nothing but you take as N1 is to, N2 is to, N3 is to, so on is equal to, because 2 is to, 3 is to, 4 is to, 5 is to, so on. You remember, every overtone is a harmonic. Every overtone is an harmonic. But is it every harmonic is an overtone? No. Because harmonics are 2 is to 3 is to 4 is to 5. Harmonics, overtones are there in harmonic. But harmonics are there in overtone? No. That's what. Every overtone is a harmonic. But every harmonic is not an overtone. It is the final conclusion for the transverse mode of vibration in a string. There are a number of modes it takes. So, this is about a mode of a vibration in a stretched string. Okay, you go through this. These are very, very important, because in the next classes, in the next upcoming topics also. Right, now we know about a fundamentals, and in this I'll tell you one more, laws. See, there is a laws. Side heading is laws of vibrations, laws of transverse mode of vibration, LEW. Here it is also important. This is also they may ask you in LAQ. In LAQ, right? That is law, LEW, law of transverse mode of vibration. Actually, we have 3 laws. See, you take same string which vibrated like this, right? And it is maybe like this. So, fundamental we know N is equal to 1 by 2L into root over T by mu. Actually, we have 3 laws. That is the first law, you say, first law, or we can also call length law. See, that mean here, in fundamental frequency, there is a formula N is equal to 1 by 2L into root over T by mu. So, for this, for the first law, you keep tension and linear densities are constant. We should keep these two is constant. Tension and as well as the linear densities are constant. That mean here you leave T and mu. What is left here? Only length. Therefore, the fundamental frequency or the frequency is inversely proportional to length. that is the length of the string. So that it is n1 by n2 is equal to L2 by L1 it is. This is we can call as the first law. Very simple. The first law is nothing but here you keep tension and linear densities are constant. Therefore, fundamental frequency is inversely proportional to length of the vibrating string. Length of the vibrating string, because we are using the tension and mu is a linear densities are same. Linear density in the sense the wire is to be same. Tension is nothing but the force, whatever the applied force is to be remains the same. This we can call first law. Sir, what about second law? You go for the second law. That is we can say tension law, which we can also say tension law. In this case, here the tension is actually you leave tension and remain, you keep a constant, that is length and mu are constant. That is the length of the vibrating string is constant and mu is the wire is same, linear density is same. Therefore it is n inverse directly proportional to root t. Then n1 by n2 is equal to root over t1 by t2. This is the second law. It is the law of transfer mode of vibration in a string. Law of transverse mode of vibration of a string. Last one, it is third one. Third law, it is you say third law, or we can say linear density law. Linear density. So that mean here mu. So you keep now L and T are constant. These are constant. So that n inversely proportional to square root of mu. N inversely proportional to square root of mu. Therefore, we can conclude from this, that is it is n1 by n2 is equal to root over mu2 by mu1 is the third law. It is the third law. Third law is nothing but a. See, there are three laws in case of a transverse mode of vibration. Laws of transfer mode of vibration, that's what we can call law of transfer mode of vibration. In this, first law is the length law, second law is the tension law, third law is the linear density law. So this is actually they will ask you with one part in LAQ, because in the previous class we finished a stationary wave. No, along with stationary wave they may ask you this question. Okay, this is a law of transfer mode of vibration in a string. There are three laws: first law, second law, third law. You go through the laws. Okay, so this is the today's class, and we'll see in the next class. This also very important in the next classes, because we have open and closed pipes. In that also we have to find the mode of vibrations, so that you go through this all mode of vibrations, which are very important in the next classes. Thank you very much. We'll see in the next class.